For years, I thrived in the high-pressure business world, but the workaholic life finally caught up with me. I was 35, very overweight, in chronic pain with severe mobility issues, terrible diet, no exercise. My health was a complete wreck. Then I went to a gentle yoga class and felt truly relaxed. The stress just melted away. I went from a size 18 to a size 8. I stopped getting sick. Pain disappeared. I learned to open my heart and I felt happy for the first time in years. So I said goodbye to the business world and started teaching. Yoga doesn't have to be strenuous. The easiest movements can trigger major release of chronic symptoms, no matter your age.
Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems.
Hello, I'm Deborah Devine. Welcome to Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems. And yes, that was me. I had real problems with my weight. An unhealthy lifestyle caused me to pack on the pounds, and it led to chronic health issues. Also, as we age, Zoomer metabolisms are naturally slowing down. Some of us become less active, so we just aren't burning the calories like before. After discovering the benefits of gentle yoga and losing 60 pounds, I developed a yoga practice that will help you win the battle of the bulge. It is specifically designed for people who are out of shape and or living with a chronic condition. A simple warm-up will get our systems heated up, then we'll release tension in the belly organs and stoke our digestive fires. After that, we'll engage the thyroid, a gland that governs metabolism. We also flush the intestines of unwanted toxins. These poses are deceptively easy. Whether you do the whole series with me or if you're busy just one or two poses, you'll be amazed by how effective they are. Let's start the healing. Joining me, Daniel and Lynette, who are both looking for some solutions that are easy and feel good to lose weight. We're going to begin with sun breaths. We come to Tadasana, the mountain pose. The feet are maybe hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. And we're taking our heels out and our toes in. There's a bit of an inner spiral going on with the upper leg bones, maybe a bit of a micro bend in the knees. We want to balance out what's going on with the feet, find that center line of the feet, and then come back on the heels. Come back on the heels, feel yourself supported by your spine, and engage the muscles of the legs. Engage the muscles of the legs, press down into the heels, lift the toes up, spread the toes apart, and then let them come down. Now, let the pelvis get strong. Squeeze like a girdle. Engage the glutes. Feel the spine lifting, opening the heart, collarbones broadening, shoulder blades coming together and down. The heads of the arm bones coming back, so we've got lots of room for breath to come in. Lengthening the back of the neck, bringing the head back into alignment, and we'll begin to inhale the arms out and up. Fingers touch at the top of the in-breath, and we exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhaling, arms out and up. Lifting the ribs off of the pelvis, exhaling the hands back to center. Let the out-breath be complete and pause for a moment. Inhaling, arms out and up, really making space in the waist, in the middle part. And then exhaling, hands to heart. Now inhale, moving the arms out and up, active fingers, spread the fingers nice and wide. Exhale, hands to heart, come back on the heels, energize the legs, energize the pelvis. Inhaling, out and up, feel the heat beginning to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhaling, feeling the fires getting hotter. Touching at the top of the in-breath, exhaling, hands to heart. Inhaling. Exhaling, hands to heart. Sun breaths are an excellent way to raise our internal temperature. We're using our arms to create more space in the lungs, bringing more oxygen into our system. That is firing up the third chakra, the chakra that governs our digestive fires. Please continue to enjoy these sun breaths for the next few moments, and we'll be back to continue yoga for weight loss.
Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems.
My name is Daniel. I have been trying to achieve my ideal weight for the last 20 years. This has been a bit difficult because my job involves a lot of traveling, eating out, being away from home. The importance of reaching your ideal gain is that as you age, being overweight impacts different levels, cholesterol, sugar levels, and the like. I have tried to eat healthy, but really, I think my challenge is getting a little bit more exercise. And my daughters do yoga, feel and look wonderful. And they said, Dad, maybe you should try yoga as an initiative to start getting to your ideal weight.
Welcome back. In this practice, we've been dealing with weight loss. And Daniel has 2 daughters who are doing yoga, and you're seeing some great results with your daughters in their yoga practice, aren't you, Daniel?
They're the perfect weight, but they said that yoga may help you get to your ideal weight.
Fantastic. We're going to take gate pose now. So let's come down onto the knees, and we're going to secure our left knee down. We're going to ground out through the left knee, and then we'll take the right leg out to the side. Maybe the leg is bent, or maybe it's a little bit long. And we're just going to ground down here and see if we can stabilize the pelvis, stabilize the legs. And then we'll take the right arm up, lifting. Right arm is coming up and lifting, making space here on the side waist. And then we're going to exhale, bring the hand back down. And then we'll just let this hand rest on the outside of the leg. The other arm is going to come up, and we'll make a little bit of space here. We're going to take a couple of breaths here, really working on this idea of moving the ribs out and up and away from the top of the hip. Long, slow, smooth in breaths. Long, slow, smooth out breaths. Fingers are nice and strong and active. Letting the out breath be complete, feeling the belly come to the front spine, and then the in-breath is going to fill up. If after a couple of breath cycles you feel like you'd like to come a little bit deeper into the pose and move your hand down your leg a little bit more, maybe that would feel good. If there's any pain, come back, we do less. And then we bring the left arm back down, and we switch sides. So the right knee comes back to the floor, and then the left leg comes out. Maybe long, this leg might be different. Maybe you've got some injuries that you've dealt with on the other side, and this is a different pose for you. Just see what feels good. And allow yourself to inhale the left arm up. Left arm is coming up. We're making a little bit of space on the left side of the ribs. And then exhale the left arm back down. Stabilize on that right knee, and then inhale the right arm up. Opening the armpit, opening the side ribs. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. We're making a lot of space deep inside the belly, the 3rd chakra. This is governing all of our digestive processing. So we've got this wonderful opening of space, lots of breath coming in, lots of oxygen coming in, really stoking up the digestive fires. And we're also getting a wonderful opening through the shoulder. We're spreading the fingers nice and wide, and we're connecting this energy from the belly all the way through to the fingers. Long, slow, smooth, and complete out breaths, maybe pausing for just a moment, enjoying that pause, and then feeling the in-breath come in. Feel how nourishing those in-breaths are after you make them wait at the front door for a few moments. And then we'll let the right hand come back down, and then the left leg will come back, and then we're going to be taking Bhastrika, this breath of fire, next. So let's come to standing. And we'll come into Tadasana. So the heels are coming out, the toes are coming in, and maybe grounding through the heels, feeling a little bit of an inner spiral of the upper leg bones, right? An outer spiral of the upper arm bones, broadening through the collarbones. This is all about getting more oxygen into our cells. We're aligning ourselves with gravity here. Now, Bhastrika is the breath of fire. It's like a dog panting. So we just begin to work with the belly so that we can get the digestive fires burning a lot more brightly. At the end of the practice, you may feel like you need to wipe yourself off and you haven't even gone anywhere. So let's give this a try. And then when you run out of steam, you just stop, catch your breath, and then go back. And maybe 3 rounds, doing as many rounds as you can, doing as many of these breaths as you can, and just feeling heat building up, feeling some kind of shifts going on deep inside the belly. We're moving a lot of energy here. getting things warmer and warmer. And then we'll release. And we'll let go. Coming back to Tadasana. Just feeling what happened there. Please continue to enjoy Bhastrika, the bellows breath of fire, and we'll be back in a few moments for more work with yoga for weight loss.
Healing yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems.
In the morning, squeeze a whole lemon into a glass of room temperature water and drink it. This can alkalize the body, expel toxins, and enhance your metabolism.
Welcome back. We have been working our practice around weight loss, and there are so many wonderful things that yoga can do, very simple things that will help us bring the body back into balance. We are incredible self-healing organisms. Our body is always trying to heal itself. And so when we give ourselves these wonderful, gentle poses, we can accelerate weight loss, and it's just so easy. We're going to be taking bridge pose, and we begin bridge, lying down on our back. The heels are out, and the toes are in. And the knees are sort of rocking in towards the midline. There's a bit of an inner spiral of the femurs that's creating more space for the SI joints, supporting the sacrum, supporting the whole spine. Now, we'll take the shoulder blades and we'll move the shoulder blades down the back and in behind the heart. So the heart has a wonderful little platform to rest on and the chest is nice and open. Now we're going to press the feet down into the ground and lift the pelvis, coming up very slowly, very mindfully, squeezing everything on the back line of the body, taking a couple of long, slow, smooth in-breaths, long, slow, smooth out-breaths, lengthening the back of the neck, letting the chin come down towards the jugular notch between the collarbones. And if you are having any trouble with this pose, there's always the restorative and the gentle version that we just use a blanket or a bolster or anything, towel, and put it underneath the sacrum, supporting the sacrum right underneath the waist. And then you can just rest yourself here, Lynette. And then one variation that might feel really wonderful is to take one leg out long and then see how that feels. We've got all this space that's created on the front of the hip, deep underneath the belly organs. The psoas is starting to stretch out. Bend this knee and then this leg comes long. See how that feels. Maybe there's a difference between the right and the left side. This is a wonderful way to get some balance going on here. And then maybe we bend the knee back, heels out, toes in. As you can see, there's a lot of energy that's traveling down to the base of the throat. This is where the thyroid and the parathyroid are. These glands govern our metabolism. And if we can bring some squeezing and openness here, we can reset our metabolism very easily. So if you're ready to come down, let yourself come down very gently. Daniel, just vertebra by vertebra and just come back down. I'm going to remove this support here for you, Lynette, and then you can just gently come down and rest. There's a wonderful pose that we can do after bridge called fish. And the fish pose is going to open up the thyroid and the parathyroid. So we've squeezed and moved out all kinds of old energy, and now we're going to be opening up by coming into this wonderful back bend for the upper part of the back and the neck. We take the shoulder blades, move them down the back, in behind the heart, and bend the arms so that the forearms are resting on the ground. Legs come out long, and then press your forearms down into the floor, press your palms down into the floor, open up the front of the chest, and take a few breaths. You can find that place of comfort/discomfort and breathe into that boundary. Maybe the boundary will move, or if you're in that pain zone, come back, stop, rest, recover. All right. We're working with the fifth chakra in the bridge and the fish. We're closing the fifth chakra. We're moving out all kinds of toxins, and then we're opening up. This is the area where purification happens. The thyroid, the parathyroid. We're purifying the body. We're purifying the mind. And this is a wonderful pose to activate the weight loss activities of the metabolism. So we're going to be moving into a supine twist. Allow yourself to come back very gently from fish and rest. Bend the knees one at a time, and then roll over and rest. And then when you're ready, you can take the top arm hand. No, you can come that way. Yeah. You can take the top arm hand, press it down into the ground, come up on the opposite elbow, and come up. Now, we're going to be using a bolster at home. You could also be using a blanket rolled up or some towels. We come to the side hip. right up against the short edge of the bolster. And we are going to get nice and long on the front of the spine on the in-breath. And then we're going to exhale and spin on the axis of the spine. So the hands come on either side of the bolster. We inhale and lift and lengthen again. And then we exhale and we come down and we rest. You can have your face pointing the same direction as your knees. Or if your spine, your neck is very flexible, then you can just turn around to the opposite side. Does that feel good? Awesome. You can just rest your head there. Yes. So the supine twist is a wonderful way to get deep into the belly organs. We're wringing everything out in the third chakra. The fires are here. Sometimes there's a little bit of clogging in the large intestine. So these very gentle twists can help peristaltic movement begin. And we're going to start to process all kinds of old wastes and toxins here. We take a long, slow, smooth in-breath, and we fill up the backs of the lungs. This is where a lot of air sacs, the highest density of air sacs exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide, are located. If you're feeling any pinchiness in the low back, you can always move the bottom hip away from the short edge of the bolster. Let your arms come out to a comfortable place. Are you not comfortable here? Yes, you can just stay here. Let your arms come out to a comfortable place and rest and surrender. If you need to make any adjustments on your legs, feel free to do that. We're getting a wonderful visceral massage with these gentle twists. The liver, the gallbladder, very important organs for detoxification and weight loss, they're getting wrung out. The spleen, the stomach, the descending colon, also getting a wonderful wringing out. And this is fantastic practice for losing weight, encouraging the body to come back to its natural healing, to come back to its natural weight. Let the out-breath be complete. Feel the belly come to the front spine. Inhale and feel the ribs open out and up. Now, please continue to go on to the other side when you are ready, and we will be back to cool down and move into our tranquility pose when we're back in a few moments.
Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems.
Welcome back. In this weight loss practice, we've done a lot. We've been creating space in the belly. We've been stoking the fires of digestion in the third chakra. We've also been releasing some tension and some old toxins and purifying by concentrating on the fifth chakra at the base of the throat, the thyroid, the parathyroid. We've massaged the belly, giving ourselves a wonderful visceral massage with these supine twists. And now we're going to start to cool things off and relax. Relaxing is one of the most important things that we can do for ourselves in a weight loss practice. So we're going to be coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. And we are supporting the knees and supporting the back with a couple of supports. We've got a blanket here folded up for Lynette. So we just get the support right up to the low back. And then we use the hands to support us as we come down. We let ourselves down easy. And one knee comes long, and then the other knee comes long. We're going to actually bend the knees. I'm going to take another support, put it under here. The legs let go. The knees are bent. The soles of the feet are together. And maybe if there's any pinchiness in the low back, we bring the pelvis away from the bottom of the ribs. The upper arms are rotating externally. The palms are facing the sky. We let go of ourselves. We let go of the eyes. We let go of the eyebrows. We let go of the jaws, and we just rest. Now, just think about where the eyes are right now. Maybe you'd like to point your eyes down to where the top eyelashes and the bottom eyelashes meet. And notice that when you inhale, the eyes want to come up behind your closed eyelids. So see if you can resist that tendency and keep the eyes low. Long, slow, smooth in-breaths and long, slow, smooth, and complete out-breaths. Maybe pausing at the end of the complete out-breath here. Feeling this wonderful sense of release deep in the belly. We're creating space, and we're allowing all of this wonderful work that we've done to settle into all of the cells. We've cultivated a lot of prana, a lot of vitality in the belly organs, and for a weight loss practice, this is fantastic. Now you can continue to rest here in this pose, or you could just remove your supports and lie down on the floor and enjoy the tranquility pose. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again at Healing Yoga.